Okay, we're getting here in the middle of our war back in episode 19. And what we're going to try to do here is, since we got a 90% war score on Logan, we're going to try to knock them out first. Then we're going to try to gather what reinforcements we can and head back up and try to repeat what we did last time. Um, Hopefully by the time that we get done with Logan, they'll have moved off of Clydesdale and into Teviotdale so that we can move into Clydesdale where the river crossings are more of a problem. And we will see how this goes. Okay, we just suffered our first. All right, looks like the Logan folks are getting off the boat back up there. It's going to tick me off if they go back to besieging Galloway. Yeah. Okay, because last time I chased them off from that. Hold on, we got. I don't know which Princess Eleanor that is, but. All right, if the thing in Galloway gets too low, then we'll have to assault, which is not what I want to do. But I can't afford to let Galloway fall again and extend this war with Logan any longer. Okay, we're assaulting. Good. Get me out of this war. Okay, again, we don't have the gold for mercs. We're going to work our way up to Argyle, or Argyle, and okay, I think we did this a little faster than I anticipated. Of course, I did sort of throw in the assault there at the end, which means that the Scottish army will probably come attack us from our siege works in Argyle versus. No, they moved on to Teviotdale. That's fine. That's fine. I have. Okay, well, they decided to come say hello. And now we're in battle. And we're trying to see. Okay, it looks like I'm getting the upper hand, but let's I don't know if I want an alliance with England. I mean, on the one hand, it would probably keep Scotland off my back, but on the other hand, they've got issues in places like Denmark. That's what happens when your court chaplain is a designated marshal. What do we got? Oh, we have a claim on the Kingdom of Norway. Well, we can't really hold that. County Upland, I'm familiar with. Holston in Navarre. County of Palais. Oh, that's interesting. The bottom one could have some entertainment. All right, let's hope that the battle doesn't incredibly change on us now that all right, now the English are going to show up. We will, of course. Oh, well, that's rather impressive. Which of my daughters named Eleanor is this? Because there were a couple of them there when I wasn't responsible for the family. Here she is. Okay, we don't really have great options. I'm going to go with this guy. Okay, so Powys has become English. Not really what I was worried about. Although I guess I should have asked what wars England was in before. Okay. Must have been a revolt in Kent. Ooh, a son. Um, Last time I named a son, I named him Philip. This time I'm going to name him Hubert. There are 12,000 English marching from the south. Evidently not interested in combating the Scots in Teviotdale. Instead, they're besieging Lothian. Yeah, thank you. I mean, that was kind of what I needed. Now, Duke Macbeth of Man has started sweet talking the ladies again. Now, if I knew that I was going to get a bunch of English guys killed in this particular siege, I might do it. I might assault, but I'm kind of fine right now. That does not surprise me. All right. I think one more battle should do it. All right, and that was the story of how the English came and helped us clean up a war that we basically had gotten a hold of. But right before they did that, but it certainly went faster once that had been handled. And now, since we have some gold, we have the Duchy of Leinster. And we can hand that to I would say our old friend, but he was our father's old friend. And it's too late to hold a feast. Oh. Another reason it's too late to hold a feast. The army's still in the field. Yeah, that wasn't we weren't exactly on top of that. All right. Now, we have some work to do. We need to get this vote worked out more in our favor. The bigger domain couldn't hurt. I'm afraid we're not going to be doing much of the county of Powys. And we're going to continue to ignore imprisoning. I don't understand this whole Duke of Orkney thing. I mean, he clearly doesn't have possession of Orkney. But he calls himself the Duke of Orkney. I mean, I'm not really sure what to make of that. And since it's now been 100 years since the beginning of the game, anything that some counties have sort of changed designations. Devon used to be part of Wales. Now it's part of England. So is Cornwall. Yeah, we need to decide what we're going to do next here. First off, it looks as though the King of Scotland was forced to create the Duchy of Albany in almost all territories except Dunbar. Because Lothian's not part of Albany. Strathern is, and so is Fife. Athol. Oh, we have a new king of Scotland. When the heck did we pull? When the heck did we get him? I mean, I have a claim on Athol that I guess I could fire. I guess my question is, do we have a truce with Scotland? And would England join me in the war? Just make sure England's not doing anything at the moment. Well, England's kind of fine. Yeah, Scotland is not listed on my thingy dingies here. Got 4,000 men I could put in the field. Now he's got 5,000 men he could put in the field. Well, it's nice to know that, you know, we don't have to wait necessarily for our next move. Okay, let's look at our commanders. I know that got kind of screwed up. Well, our commanders are all pretty darn good. Okay, we're going to fire the mayor. One thing, I think he's our spy master. And we'll double check. Now we've got nothing as far as potential commanders are concerned. All right. I'm going to put Michael to work here. I'm okay with elective for this round, simply because I've got Duke Duncan of Leinster, who decided to lend me his vote. I need high crown authority before I can and I need to not have an elective monarchy. Well, that's interesting. Oh, I don't have crown. Sorry, I'm working toward high centralization, which is different. Okay. I was looking for my council. Okay, Michael is a average commander as far as what I like to see in a commander. It's been a while since we've managed, and yeah, there's stuff. Okay, so I have people at court. Gavin. I want you to convert. He's evidently thinking it over. Looking for kids without... Okay. So I'm just trying to clean up the house here. And that should take care of that. Susan's only 4. Eleanor I just married to a general. And named everybody after my sister, apparently. How old are you? 4, 15. 15. 12. Hubert 0. Ah, good. We got rid of the smugglers that showed up in Galloway when we went into debt. There briefly. I think Ulster's probably recruited up. Yes, he has. Yes, he has indeed. Huh. So if I raised all the vassals and then called in the English, that might give me what I need. Okay, well, you know, we were just at war with Scotland, and we are going to be at war with Scotland once again. Oh, I didn't know you had a claim on Ross. Who are you? You're a person I'm unlikely to be able to give a land claim to, I'm thinking. All right, now we are going to bring everybody to Ulster. And we'll call in the English. But I can see 4,000 men already in Scotland, and that's not including the Duchy of Moray. So I'm thinking he'll probably get his full complement raised. Okay, so England will come, and that is good. That will make, that should mean that the war we should have it sort of in hand. Still waiting for everybody to gather in Ulster. All right, they've decided to attack Clydesdale. I will let them do that. Looks like the English don't quite know what they want to do here. All right, guys. There we go. Got our army with its heavy-hitting generals. We are headed to the war target. There is a 15,000 man English army, which I hope is headed in my direction. This is why I'm trying not to go to war with England all that much, because they're just throwing around like Okay, I don't know who Ian. Okay, Ian Richardson, the guy who just. Yeah, I knew that. Right, Duncan is 6. 2 by Duke Duncan. That's fine. Duke Duncan is my marshal, so I'm quite okay with that. Ian. Ian, sort of a warrior spy mastery type. First off, do we need to do any cleanup? No. So we can go and I don't really want ambitious courtiers. I also need people who actually are kind of like her. Okay, I've got my next Princess Elinoir to keep track of. That's not good. This likely means we need a new marshal. Looks like one of our heavy hitters was the guy who got pinched. All right, Duke Ninian. I don't know if you wanted to be a commander or not, but we need to give you the opportunity. I need to see what that did to my court. Oh, she's betrothed. Okay, so she's just hanging around. All right, so let's go find out who not married anymore. How old is Una? Una's 5. Okay. Okay, evidently Frederica is not. She's married. She's married. She's, again, one of these betrothals to one of these kids. Ethna the Carrick, okay, she's new. English. Looking for Lothian. Return of the Scots. The English have given me reinforcements in Argyll. The English are a good ally to have for now. I mean, I don't have really a lot of plans for any sort of expansion into their area, and so much as they're willing to leave, Scotland alone once I take it over. But I'm not going to encroach on Wales. And with the capture of Argyll, we'll finally have the restoration of the old Duchy of Galloway the way it was. Okay, Una needs a pal. I really don't want to put her in the hands of her. Okay. Anti-popes are not good. Okay, we're now at 84%. Still got things to besiege, though. Where is my buddy Ian, the one that just showed up? This guy I'm currently using as my steward. There he is. Potentially a diplomatic sort or a spy sort, depending on what I need. All right. Add another stewardship for me. And then losing my temperate trait. Sort of bad. Okay. Now, the problem with Kenna is that she's not going to be around much longer. Ah. Excellent. I'll have to write the whole. Okay. Now, we are, other than the vassal levies being raised too long, we're in pretty good shape. As far as Scotland is concerned. Okay, so we have, you know, I wish any of you people were people I could give land to, but it's just not. So I've got some minor claims to play around with. I need something better than that. Where's my, there he is. Been making friends in Kildare for who knows how long, right? Wait a minute. Time out. Okay, we just had a Scottish revolt. I don't think I have any claims against Scottish. Oh, it's the old king. Oh, I see. He was unseated after. Yeah, I don't have a claim on anything that the Scottish Revolt has. But I could try to get one real quick. That's what I was about to do with this guy anyway. Okay. Now, strategically speaking, the Scottish Revolt territories, the best thing to target is Lothian. Right here. Dunbar did not. Dunbar is not part of the revolt. But if I could take Lothian, that would give me Lothian and Teviotdale, which would give me the right to create the the Duchy of Lothian, which would give me a de jure claim on Dunbar later. Even if it's someone else's thing. I mean, I could certainly pass off the assuming that uh, my kid's probably not coming of age for a little while. I can hold on to one too many duchies for long enough for him to come of age. Maybe. But okay, let's send that away. I don't know what to do with Mr. Darian of Orkney because I have seen no sign. Oh, it's his wife. His wife is the Duchess of Orkney. He's just married to her, which means their kid. Oh, I get it. Okay, well that's good. That's a little while down the road. And I have no problem fighting a war to take Logan back if I get handed out to somebody else. Right, we're at May. I'm going to run the clock a little faster here. I guess worst case scenario, we end up with a claim on Lothian that will only be good when Scotland comes back. Alternatively, we'll get a Scottish king who we don't have a truce with. Maybe. Not exactly sure how that works. Oh. Yeah, betrothed can marry. Let's get people out and married. Yes, one of my daughters named Eleanor, and I swear that they're like, well, okay, I have a sister named Eleanor, and then I have two daughters named Eleanor. And it could be other. Okay, well, time to move the tax collection elsewhere. Oh, and you go recruit up there. See, they're doing the whole trading sieges thing. All right, so all my vassals are back in one piece. I don't know what. I don't know what his problem is. Maybe it's just the men being raised too long. Ah, they didn't give me. They're at peace, right? I don't think I have any troops raised anywhere. Well, the option is not here. Oh well. No feast this year. And with that said, we can sort of fast forward to. Okay, who's going after Philip? I can't righteously imprison her, though. Oh. Okay, she might change her mind. I'm not really sure I'm buying the idea that she's going to change her mind. Okay, we're going to run things until maybe a summer fair in May, unless a claim comes through on Lothian. And at that point, we'll call it quits for the day, having successfully expanded, our hold into Scotland to include Argyll. All right, Princess Kenna can finally go marry the guy we set her up with. She's going to be a good one, Princess Kenna. She had great stats when oh, it's May. Okay, so we'll get through the summer fair and then we'll call it. What does paranoid get me? Intrigue +2, diplomacy -1. Ah, one of our courtiers has become the unfaithful. Well, that's actually not good because she might try something on us. We just have to turn it down. Okay. So it is August 2nd, 1173. The Kingdom of Ireland, with courtesy of its partnership with the Kingdom of England, has taken over the county of Argyll. Scotland is in the middle of a revolt, which I'm hoping will allow us to strike or snag the county of Lothian while Scotland is still occupied with the revolt. There's no guarantee that that's actually going to happen, but that's what we're hoping for. So I will see you guys next time.